I grew up in the inner city of Washington, D.C. Since a child, the poverty was all I ever did see. My father was gone, my mother was strong. Instead of one child, she had to raise three. My brothers, Nick and Fred, were both older than I. Fred was the only alive, but wasn't by my side. Nick sold crack rocks and was fatally shot. He was 25 when he died. Times were rough in that brutal city where I lived. In my leisure, I played with the neighborhood kids. They were truly a group of wayward youth. My mother forbade me to do the things they did. As I continued to grow, I looked at my life in different ways. The ghetto now appeared to be a maze. The family was dead broke, there seemed to be no hope, and there was misery in my days. At 16 years of age, I listened to what my mother said. She stayed on me because I was the only one not dead. Nick lost his life and Fred was on the crack pipe. It was hard, but she washed her hands of Fred. But my mother's finest words didn't help me enough. Failing school with no money, life was extremely rough. It was a living hell, therefore I chose to sell, because I thought I would be living it up. I saw the money flowing like never before, over 1,000 a week, which is a lot when you're poor. Bought my mother some gold, but she said if I sold, I would have to walk right out her door. So I moved out of her house, feeling sad about my mother. She didn't want me to turn out like my brothers, but now everything was great. I was making much cake, thinking my life was smoother than butter. But cake isn't always as sweet as it looks. I was apprehensive when I had to deal with certain crooks. I didn't trust those dudes, but I did what I had to do. For in the streets, you don't play by the books. In hindsight, maybe my mother was right. The fast pace eventually cost me my life. Some cats blew out my brains over some drugs and some change, and I died on a hot summer's night.